This is an unreal amount of months.
What is up, guys? Thank you once again for the 31 months, Gario. I really appreciate it, dude. Hello, guys. So, I will let you guys know straight out. I think it might not be as long of a stream today because I am coming straight off of 8 days of work in a row, as well as going to the gym right after. So, yeah, my energy, not the highest. But good news, very good news actually. My dad is making fajitas. And I love fajitas, especially the kind my dad makes. They're very good. So I will crash, but then I will get right back up. However, I need something to keep me awake and sustained until the fajitas are ready. I don't know how long that's going to take. They say it doesn't take that long, but I don't believe them. Because my mom has to make a ton of other things too. So, yeah. Most likely, probably just an hour and a half. Who knows? But yeah, either way. I figured streaming was like the most sensible thing to do. Yeah, literally, we're the fajita waiting room right now. And you know what? That's a good thing to do. Because fajitas are great. You know? So, yes. Trails through Daybreak while we wait for fajitas. This is what I thought a good way to spend my night was gonna be. Because I'm gonna be real, if I did anything else, I was just gonna straight up fall asleep. I was gonna crash. Yes, Pick, they are beef fajitas. I'm a better fan of beef than chicken fajitas, personally. Anyway, so I believe we have 2 quests, and yeah.
One girl's
So let me see what my to-do lists were again. Okay, so it's 1 ore. Isla or the Bracer Guild has a monster. Well, let's go with this one first.
Bridge will change history.
They dry out too fast. I don't even remember the last time I had chicken fajitas, bro. Like, beef fajita supremacy is just so real.
Good grief.
And as it should be, you know?
Oh, that's great.
You're Isla, right? You wanted to hire us? So you're the Spriggan. I can't believe I'm actually meeting you. You'd think you were meeting a celebrity or something. Oh, I'm sorry if I offended you. It's just that I've only ever heard rumors about you. I wasn't even sure you were real. Not gonna lie, doing New Game Plus on 100 line and goddamn that shit is fire. Pick, I don't think it counts as New Game Plus if you're going to be, doing it 100 times for every ending. That's just straight up a new game, bro. $100 times. Yeah, there's 100 different endings. That's why it's called Last Defense Academy, the 100 line, I think. Now, it's New Game Plus for reasons I can't explain due to mad spoilers. Okay, it's New Game Plus for reasons he can't explain. That's sufficient explanation for me. Yeah, it's a really good game that has a ton of different endings and is, I think, about this girl who gets transported to this academy after she tries to stab herself. And it's for these people that are like on their last lease on life or something, to like defend against some kind of something. I don't really know. I don't know all about it, but Pick gave me the game, so I'm gonna play it sometime in my off time. Well, it's Gray and Chaos. Of course I want to do this one. MC is a dude named Takumi. Oh, just like the Fire Emblem character. I love that. I get the feeling this is going to be one of those quests with lots of different choices. Hopefully, Ponage or Ash show up in time to help me out with this one.
Time to go solve some problems.
Neato. Thank you, Pick. Use force. Lie. I'm gonna say lie. Ooh. Put the pedal to the metal. Hide among large trucks. Oh, this is hard. Use force.
All in a day's work.
Did I get? Am I 3 for 3?
Love to see it.
Seems like it.
Reward deposited.
Hell yeah. All right. I did not think I would be 3 for 3 on that one. I'm glad I managed to do that without any help from Ponage or Ash. Alright, so this is the other one, which I think is just a
On my
simple
way.
monster extermination request, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, seems like that's all it is.
Deploying shards.
Might want a boost here.
Lapis code. Activate.
A chance! Here goes. You're not getting away. Blast off! Go time! Send you flying! Keep up, Lancer!
Let's see.
Activating skill. Dispatching shield.
Don't screw with me! Eat this, sucker!
Let's see. Everyone's got level 1
Loud all the
boost.
stops! Have some of this! Your move, Catra!
Displaying info.
Completely neutral, huh?
Pressure him and move in.
He's neutral to... Oh, he's vulnerable to all status effects. I might as well try to burn him.
Initiating try.
Go, Catra! My move now. This'll hurt. I'll dice you up! Go, Catra!
Did I burn him? No, I didn't. Okay, I'm just gonna have
Going
Judith.
all in.
Now or never.
Oh, that's Aaron who's buffed. Never mind.
Activating skill.
Ready for this? Your turn. Catcher, your turn.
Here goes! Eat this, sucker!
Who gets the second? Probably Van.
Falcon Talon!
Here's our chance.
Initiating try.
Catcher, your turn.
Here goes. This'll hurt.
Activating skill.
It's over!
I won't lose.
Initiating try.
Ooh, I got a free one.
Ha!
Judith.
Got ya. Catcher, your turn.
I forget who has that course. I don't
Here
remember if
goes.
it's Catra, if it's Van, or if it's Aaron.
Eat this, sucker!
Activating skill.
Have some of this! Your move, Catra!
Activating skill.
Ready for this? Your turn.
A chance! Stay put!
Nice.
There. I'm going.
Oh wow, and I just get to blast him. Okay.
Catcher, your turn.
Come here. I need you.
And down he goes.
That's a wrap.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Hopefully I'll get lots of level 3. Thank you for the lurk, Picaro.
Let's do this.
Alright, fellas. Time for our bonding events. We have 2 points and 2 events to do, and I'm thankful that one of them is Judith. And the other one is Hermes. What am I doing getting all sappy? I should just get up and grab a bite. I was so busy this morning I didn't even have time for breakfast. Don't want to keep everyone else waiting though. Better make it something light and quick.
Here's your delivery.
Thanks. I appreciate you being so quick. Don't mention it. I get my customers what they need ASAP, rain or shine. Why order food, though? You could have just gone downstairs and eaten with everyone else. But anyway, it's just you right now? Yeah, I just got back a little bit ago. Gotcha. Could we talk outside once you're done eating? Only if you feel like it, of course. No pressure. I know it's raining and all, but we can work around that. Well, this is a surprise. I wasn't expecting you of all people to ask me out today. Come in and have a seat on the couch. I'll get you a drink. I'll be done with the food real quick. Traffic's lighter than usual, though I guess the roads aren't usually busy this time of day. True, but I imagine a lot of people are staying indoors due to the emergency declaration. Also, I doubt many are in the mood to go out and have fun right now. Listen, thanks for thinking about me, Hermes. But I'm fine, really. Are you trying to convince me, or yourself? I'm upset about what happened to Cray, too. The people there were always good to me whenever I dropped by for work. Yeah, they welcomed everyone who showed up at their doorstep, even if you were an outsider or a Jaeger. Their kindness and hospitality touched Agnes, Ferry, and I when we went there a couple of months back. I hear he stopped by there a lot, too. You're talking about your reporter friend, right? I worked with him many times over the years. He was a good man. The world's a poorer place without him. We should never take today for granted, because no one's guaranteed a tomorrow. He and I both understood that, and yet you're preparing to fight the people who took him from us. You're gonna stop the Mafia from stealing the futures of countless others like him? That's the decision you made as Van Arkwright, isn't it? I'm not gonna ask why you came to that decision, because I already know the answer. You're not the kind of person who runs from adversity. You tackle it head on. Never thought I'd hear something like that from you, of all people. Think you've got me all figured out, huh? We've known each other for a long time now. I'd like to think I've got your number at this point. Guess I'm slipping then. I'll have to do a better job keeping up the mask. Can't have my assistants worrying about me. I know there are sides of yourself you don't want your assistants to see, but remember this, Arkwright. You aren't the only one who wants to help others. There are people in your life who want to extend a hand to you, too. Got it. The rain's finally letting up. It should be a smooth ride from here. Oh? You heading out of the city? Yeah, I've got an urgent delivery to make, so I'm going to get it done now. Need a hand? I doubt it'll be easy to get out of Eda with the emergency declaration in effect. I'll be fine. They should have been told to expect me. Okay then. You're a pro courier, so I'm sure you know what you're doing. Safe travels. Same to you. If you need help with anything, just give me a call, and I'll be over before you know it. I look forward to your continued business. And you'll have it. Peace out. Thanks, Hermes. You're right on time. I just came out onto the highway. Thanks to your help, I was able to get through the checkpoint without issue. There's a lot less traffic on the roads than usual, so I expect I'll reach you a little ahead of schedule. Excellent. I'll be waiting. I wasn't sure if you would be able to oblige our request, so I'm pleased you have been able to. I'm well aware you were against the clock, so saying no was never an option. Especially since I'm connected to this project too. I'll make sure that these parts are delivered. I swear it on my name as a courier. I'm sure you will. I trust in your abilities. As long as the parts arrive safely, I have no specific instructions on how you deliver them. I'm counting on you. Contact me again once you arrive. Understood, Professor Cronkite. Oh! I thought she was talking to Kincaid. Well, I mean, this is the same. The President's aide.
Don't be a stranger now. Maybe if you're ever up for it, we can ride around somewhere.
White gloves. Speed plus two. Oh my god! Shit. That might just straight up be better than anything else I can put on right now. Shit. Who do I give that to? I was thinking Judith is probably the best one for it. I could give it to Van, but the thing is, if I give it to Judith, she'll have access to her Swift Larceny craft a little bit more, which I don't know if this works, or if this is how it works, but I think if I have her use it more times, she'll farm more Sepith for each hit. You know, kind of like the Sepith turn effect bonus. So I think giving her more speed is a good idea. It sucks to lose 20 strength, but I mean, what can you do, man? And she gets more movement, too.
Hey, welcome to Laguna!
I hate getting sweaty, but I could get used to this.
This might be a little too toasty.
It's so nice and warm in here.
That really hit the spot.
Come back anytime.
All right. Time for our other bonding event. So that's her official recruitment.
Don't think you'll be stealing this Phantom Thief's heart anytime soon.
Hey,
Cool. I guess the only thing I can do now is this 4 SPG I'm required to do. And only now we can finally visit Agnes' school. Hopefully there are some new shops around here. Aw, they're not really gonna let me explore. I have a suspicion that it's Elaine.
Get to work!
Could use a charge attack, you know.
Got this in the bag. Twilight kick.
Activating skill.
Love that.
Your turn.
This'll hurt. Keep moving, Dash. I'll dice you up. Make it count, Aaron.
activating skill.
Blazing flash. Take that.
Activating skill.
Oh shit, he's got Executioner. It's been a while, so I forgot my own build.
Enemy stun target. Time for shards. Activating skill.
Ready for this? You're toast! Finish him, Van!
This'll hurt. I'll dice you up!
Here's our chance. Initializing drive.
Make it count, Aaron!
There!
I smell treasure.
Ooh, EB charge 4.
Couldn't take your eyes off me, right? You sure settled that score, Aaron.
Excuse me.
Looks like a chest.
Engaging enemy.
Good use a charge attack now. Attacking target.
Bet this'll sting.
Make it count.
I hit them both.
Activating skill.
Come at me!
Activating skill.
Not bad. Chestiny.
I didn't even break a sweat.
Please tell me that's
Tougher
the
than I
only
thought,
chest trophy.
Lancer.
Let's get to work.
I'd love it if getting all 100 chests was not
Good
required.
use a charge attack, you know.
Especially since I probably missed some in the earlier chapters.
This is it.
Attacking target.
Activate shots.
They flinched!
Activating skill.
Ready for this? You're toast! Finish him, Van!
This'll hurt.
Use a shark.
I'll dice you up!
Give it your all.
Here's our chance.
Might want to
This'll do the trick.
Let's go. Right up.
Optical cannon.
Enemy stunned. Time for shards. Activating skill.
Ready for this? You're toast! You're up, Aaron! Have some more!
Your move, Ketra. This'll do the trick.
Let's go. Right up.
Locking on. Fire!
Looks like a chest.
Good. Hopefully I got some nice data.
You kicked some real tail, Catra. Let's get to work.
I don't know why, but this hallway strangely reminds me of that Toy Story world in Kingdom Hearts 3.
This is it. Activate shards.
Got this in the back!
Good use a charge attack, you know.
Got this in the back!
Activating skill.
Swift larceny!
Reaper.
Eat this!
Thankfully, there's super telegraph. Wow. I don't understand why, but I see what you mean. It's like that opening
Now's a
hallway.
good time to boost. Activating skill.
Twilight kick!
Activating skill.
Finish him, Van!
What the hell was that?
This'll hurt. It's over! Make it count, Aaron! You got this! Blazing blast!
Alright, so let's see. I think the right is just treasure. The left is treasure and the way we're supposed to go.
Couldn't take your eyes off me, right?
You sure settled that score, Aaron.
Looks like some good loot.
You know, I'm actually really sad that, like, I didn't save any of the VODs during any of my Kingdom Hearts streams.
Let's finish the job!
That would have made for some pretty good YouTube content, I think. But also, I'm
Now's
a
a good time
little
to
happy
boost.
about that too, because I guarantee you almost all the music in Kingdom Hearts would get me copyright strikes.
Bet this'll sting.
Activating skill.
Come at me!
Activating skill.
Finish him, Van!
It's over!
I think the only one that would not get me strikes would be Chain of Memories
Nice! That went great.
and maybe Birth by
Pretty hot
Sleep.
shit, Van.
Yeah, that's the only downside. So like maybe it's for the best that I didn't save those, because yeah. Especially the ones that have like episode 1 and the finale for each game, because like the opening and ending songs for every single game is like
Charge
used for
attack.
copyright.
Enemy stunned. Time for shards. Activating skill.
Ready for this? You're tough!
Man.
Eat this! Big flame!
Comes in and kicks some ass.
Activating skill.
Ready for
Holy
this?
shit, nice recovery.
You're tough! Finish him, Van!
It's over! Go to...
Have some more!
Boost gauge fully charged.
Couldn't take your eyes off me,
You know
right?
which game I had the
That
most
wasn't
fun
half
with,
bad, Eric.
surprisingly?
Eat this!
Okay, well I won't say the most fun, because the most fun is easily going to be Birth by Sleep. Like, that's not a question. But, like, I had a surprisingly really good time playing Dream Drop Distance. More of a fun
Now's a
time
good
than I
time
was
to
expecting
boost.
to have.
Activating skill.
You're not getting away!
Activating skill.
You're up, Aaron!
Activating skill.
Have some more!
Looks like some good loot.
The game's a tad bit loud. Gotcha.
Couldn't
Let me
take your
lower it a
eyes
little.
off me, right?
Not half bad, Aaron!
I'll do... How's 0.6? I lowered it by about 10%. Is that okay? Sounds good now? Sweet. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just have a love for Osaka games or something, because like, obviously Birth by Sleep is my
I
favorite
dig the
game.
vibe of this place. Visiting abandoned ruins is kind of fun to me. Weird as that sounds.
You aren't the only one. There's been a recent uptick in people frequenting these sorts of places.
Yeah, much to the chagrin of the guild. Watch it. That one's big.
Entering battle. Could use a charge attack, you know.
Got this in the bag!
Activating skill.
Ready for this? You're tough!
Go time!
Eat this.
Activating skill.
Falcon Talon!
Oh, maybe I should have gone with the
Keep
other
moving,
move.
Van.
Here's our chance.
This'll do the trick. Locking on.
Right up.
Fire!
Oh, nice. Free craft stuff.
Oh, these figures look excellent. Sharper than a knife, Catra. Get to work.
Could use a charge attack, you know. Attacking target.
Oh, sweet.
Now's a good time to boost.
I love random zeros.
Activating skill.
Finish him, Van.
Think fast. Take this.
Nice.
Now or never.
Now's a good time to boost.
Bet this'll sting.
Can I get them both on the side?
Going all in.
Unless it's from here. No. No, no, I can't.
Make it
Okay.
count.
Energy output at max. Activating skill.
Nice.
Careful. I sense an incredible aura.
Boost gauge fully charged. Attacking target.
Bet this'll sting.
Can I get them both on the side? I can.
Activating skill.
Come at me.
Here's our chance. This'll do the trick.
This one might be a little harder.
Let's party!
Max boost. Pressure him and move in.
You know what? This works.
Let's go.
It's fine.
Locking on. Fire! Go time! There! Aaron! Take that! Keep moving, Van!
This'll hurt.
Now this is what I can do.
It's over. Make it count, Aaron.
Activating skill. Activating skill.
Keep up, Lanster!
Bet this'll sting.
I can definitely get them both on the side.
Let's party!
Activating skill.
Come at me.
Nice. Moving on
Let's
up.
go, Van. Heat Edge is now Infernal Edge. Shit.
I leveled up. I'm just getting warmed up.
Boost gauge fully charged.
I wonder, is Heat Edge a craft I even use?
Engaging enemy!
Could use a charge attack, you know. Enemy target. Time for shards.
Bet this'll sting.
Activating skill.
Oh shit, Van's HP is now in the 5 digits.
Boost gauge fully charged.
I didn't even break a sweat.
A 5-star performance, Judith.
Enemy target. Time for shards.
Bet this'll sting.
I really can't get them
Bet
all from the
this'll
side.
sting.
Let's party!
That sucks.
Activating skill.
Come at me.
Activating skill.
Oh, nice.
Go time!
A boost. Activating skill.
Here's a little more.
appreciate how fast the combat is in this game.
That's what you get.
That wasn't half bad, Aaron.
Exploring these kinds of places doesn't take 40 minutes now, you know? And if I really wanted to, I could just, like, run past everything and never really do any fighting.
Attacking target.
Finish the job. Have some more.
Careful. I sense an incredible aura.
Oh, I didn't even realize that thing was a plant.
Attacking target.
Bet this'll sting.
Energy output at max. Activating skill.
Come at me. You're up, Aaron.
Here is that's the front.
Eat this.
Activating skill.
Falcon talent.
Keep moving, Van.
This'll hurt. This'll hurt. Make it count.
What was his other craft? He said it said he learned Heat Slash or something, right?
Certain arts will work better.
I don't think that was one of Van's. I think that might have been Aaron's.
Go, Catra.
Don't move, Catra.
It's go time.
Energy activating skill.
Swim. Catcher, your turn. Initiating try.
Eat this, sucker.
No, it wasn't.
Eat this, sucker.
Wasn't Aaron's either. Who the hell learned Heat Slash? Was it Fairy?
Activating skill.
Falcon talent.
Boost gauge fully charged.
That's what you get.
Not half bad, Aaron. Oh, Corey leveled up.
Oh, nice.
Looks like some good loot.
There are even more monster corpses here. Who's doing all this?
I see splash marks everywhere. Could it be her? I wouldn't be surprised. I'm getting worried.
Why would you worry about Elaine? She's probably more qualified than any of us to handle this.
Bet we can rest there.
Got that one deep.
I have a good amount of Sepith. I can't unlock anyone's final slot. I think.
I can handle any Zytha modifications you need.
Not Vans. I could open Judith slot 2 or slot 1. Man, I'm gonna need a lot of Sepith. Wait, what the hell? Oh, there she is.
Elaine!
I'm going to need you to fall back, Elvis. I'll take care of these.
What? No! That's too much to handle, even for you.
Damn. She's incredible. I recognize her. She's one of the guild day rank racers, right? Knew it. Huh? What are you guys doing here? I'm glad you're alright, Elvis. You can hang back for this one. We'll make sure she comes out of this unscathed. Anya, Stuart, and I are going to join up with Elaine. The rest of you can take on the other one. She's really going all out. I've heard rumors about Beauty's blade's strength, but they don't do her justice. You sure she needs backup? Maybe not, but she's throwing caution to the wind here. And I don't like it. Not one bit. Elaine, we're here to help. No use. She's completely absorbed in her fight. What's the plan? I don't think we can just jump into the fray.
You're hopeless, Van. It's a good thing I'm here to babysit you. You'd be a lost cause without me.
Shut up, Lainey! And what do you mean by babysit? I'm older than you! Ah, you two are such children. I suppose it's up to me to teach you how to behave.
Get a grip, Lainey!
Van? Why are you...
Is this an off day or something?
Hey, what's up,
Blade work's
guys?
sloppy and you're totally oblivious to your surroundings. Now look over there. My assistants have that one unlocked, so we'll lend you a hand here.
Fine, then.
As you can see, we advance in the story for a while. Oh, hello, Elaine. Oh, I just remembered Agnes has nothing equipped.
Now's your chance to boost.
Well, let's work with what we
do
can.
this. Initiating drive.
All right, remind me this. Lohengrin. She doesn't have a buff craft, right? Small delay. Medium delay. What is her buffs? La Forte would be nice. Tyrell on... Well, actually...
Good luck.
Let's do... Well, first I'm going to boost. Next, I'm going to do Swift Larceny.
Activating skill.
My tablet didn't give me any notification that you went live. It's weird, dude. Twitch notifications are so inconsistent these days. Like, I don't even get them, and I have them enabled for certain streamers. It makes me sad, too, because I don't watch too many streamers these days, but the ones I do watch are really cool. So when I miss a stream of theirs because I didn't get a notification, I feel bad. Like, I always got the VOD, but, you know, it's not the same.
Good luck. Activating skill.
You're not getting away. Blast off!
I probably should have given Agnes a build.
You saved me.
Do you mind, Elaine?
Seal, mute, side attack. Delay, damage up. Oh, let's go.
Engaging skill.
Kaleido.
Van, your turn.
All right, let's draw your attention.
Over here! All for you!
Oh, shit.
I won't lose. Now's your chance to boost.
Twilight Kiss, baby.
Activating skill.
You're not getting away.
I hope I didn't miss too much. We just did the first couple of quests. Oh, question, real quick. There was only 2 bonus SP on the first quest, right?
Attack their weakness with an art.
Because it was one of those that asked me a couple of questions, and I feel like I got all 3 right. Because I got 2 bonus SP for it, so I felt it's accurate.
Full boost. Go all out. Activating skill.
Yeah, only 2? Then sick. All right, I got 3 for 3 on my first try.
Try some of this.
Engaging skill.
Now or never.
Activating skill.
You know what to do, Anya.
You're not getting away. Blast off!
We can win. Try some of this.
Shit, she doesn't have any means of buffing Van. Or, I mean, of healing him.
Here.
Thanks, pal.
Now or never.
Energy output at maximum.
Twilight
Activating
Kiss.
skill.
Bro, this move is so helpful. All that annoying shit he just did, yeah, I just say fuck that. It's so great. There are only 3 and 2 are monsters. Yep, and the first monster quest really wasn't even a quest. Like, that thing didn't... I think it got like 2 turns total. It really wasn't that... It was not that good. Here, let me heal Elaine.
Thank you.
Nice seal.
Can't best me.
Alright, let's get her out of there. La Forte.
Take him out.
She can't target Van with Zodiac Sign? Oh, yeah, she can.
Initiating drive.
I thought Art still had Omni range. I'm glad they still do.
Here goes. You're not getting away. Blast off! Your turn, Judith.
Activating skill.
You'll be sorry.
Activating skill.
Ready for this? You're tough. Do you mind, Elaine?
I wish I could use Lohengrin. That's my favorite button to push.
Try some of this.
Engaging skill.
Dispatching shield.
Oh, nice. I got the seal and mute. Well, he's still active, but he went for Van.
There. You know what to do, Anya. We're down.
A chance. Stay put.
Oh, love that. Dude, I can't wait till I get to play as Elaine more regularly. Crimson. Oh, we made short work of that one. Are you guys alright? Listen, I know the incident in Cray came as a shock. It did for us all. But you can't lose your cool like this. The neighboring bracer's gotta be calm and composed even when the going gets tough. Who do you think you're... Take some deep breaths. Everything's gonna be fine. There'll be trying times ahead, sure, but we'll get through them. Just gotta take things one step at a time. And that goes for everyone here, not just you and me.
I know that. I know that. I'm trying so hard to stay calm. But even still, No, I couldn't protect them. I'm supposed to be a beacon of strength for the people, and I failed them. If only I didn't let that man escape back in Longport. No, even before that. If I just hadn't...
Elaine. Sounds like you're bottling something up. If you need someone to lend an ear, I'm here for...
Are you really? Then tell me, Van. Why did you leave me?
I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. We defeated both of our targets, and we may not have done so without your timely aid. I apologize for how I treated you back there, Elvis. You fought admirably. Elaine. I'm going to take my leave now. I still have other work to do. I'll make certain you get compensated for your portion of the work. The loss of Dingo Brad was nothing short of a tragedy. There were times when he beat us to the punch, but his intelligence proved indispensable on a number of occasions. Same for me, too. If you can, try and keep an eye on that Tyrell Times reporter. She's getting dangerously close to the criminal underworld, and she doesn't seem to be taking any of my warnings to heart. Alvis, we're leaving. Wait! She's just as strong as everyone claims, but I'm a little worried about her now. What could have compelled her to be so reckless in the fight? Also, well, I guess we know why that presidential aide sent us down here. So what's next? Should we go check up on that reporter? That might be prudent. If she is closing in on the criminal underworld, then she can only be headed to one place. The so-called Blacklight District, correct? Yeah, if she's there, we gotta drag her out. That place is crawling with criminals of all shapes and sizes. Wonder how she found out about that place, though. Dingo never would have told her about it or shared its location with her. Well, there's more than one way to crack an egg. Right, she could have found out from some of her other connections. I'm worried about her. Then let's find her. Can't hurt to check and see if she's alright. We should head straight there. There's no time to waste.
That's one job behind us.
Report deposited.
Hell yeah. Alright, let me catch up on chat. Does she know that? Yeah, I think she knows that, Pornage. Look at Alvis thinking he's part of this conversation. Nope. Shut down. Blown off. Left on red. Bye, bud. Plot important characters only, man. Look, Alvis can't deal with how far in the background he is. Yep. Oh.
Huh? That is you, isn't it, Judith? Did you dye your hair?
Judith, you're still in disguise. Oh. Nope, nothing like that. See, I was just trying out a new wig, that's all. What's up, Nina? I did tell you I won't be back for a while, didn't I?
You did, but Mr. Gotti insisted that I get in touch with you right away. He's pushing the whole film industry to release a statement and make a donation in response to Cray.
That's a good thing to do, actually. I see. I'm a little tied up, so I can't do anything right this second, I'm afraid. Can I call you back tonight?
Of course. Take care and talk to you later then.
You too. Thanks. That's a big surprise coming from the director. Doesn't feel like him, but maybe he's the type to take action when shit hits the fan. Indeed, he strikes me as not only a passionate man, but a compassionate one as well. For sure. Well, I'm with him. I'm not going to let this tragedy stand, not as someone in the film industry or as a thief. We're absolutely going to take Almada down for this. We have to know what we're up against if we're going to protect all we can. She is not good at lying, you know? Exactly. I couldn't agree more.
I can't help but worry about her sometimes. She's a little too single-minded for her own good. Though I suppose that's why she's the genuine article. Unlike me.
Nina?
Hello? Any news to report? I see. So that's where the filming will be taking place. Just as we thought.
Filming, Nina, you're getting a little sus here.
The only question now is who the final cast will be. You don't have long until the shoot begins, it seems.
Nina might have a couple secrets of her own, huh? Never would have imagined there was a place like this in Edith before coming here. I'm not surprised, and it is just me. Is it just me, or does this district seem even more on edge than usual? It makes sense that it would be. I imagine a number of secret agents are down here investigating after what happened. I'd assume so too. This may be the closest thing Edith has to a lawless district, but the authorities can't afford to turn a blind eye right now. Well, I guess we should snoop around the shops and see if anyone's seen that reporter anywhere. Yeah, let's get moving. This feels like...
I don't think I've seen you before.
Getting followed, are we?
Guess I'll check out the arena.
What will it be? I'll be seeing you.
Oh, I've got some fine wares for sale. Ha! Best come. I've got some fine wares for sale. Ha! Best come again soon.
Well, I mean, really, Van is the only person making use of HP at this point. I'm probably Catra and Van. That was a misclick. I meant to do 2 on Van, 1 on everyone else, but whatever, it's 1 point.
What are you doing?
Did you hear that? Yeah, I knew it.
Let go of me! I said let go!
You were the one who started piling on the questions. Nothing in life comes free, young lady. Now we get to enjoy our rightful reward. Come on. Someone needs to go back to Sunday school, because that sure doesn't sound like the definition of rightful to me. And just who the hell are you guys? Arkwright Solutions? Oh, she really was down here. Are those people Jaegers? I don't think so. That getup they're wearing looks familiar, though. I think their name is Bugbear. Ah, them. Their threat level is a mere C-. Hey, you looking for a fight, lady? Well, man, this sucks. We're gonna take advantage of the mess Almada's made to finally get our name out there. But all this state of emergency crap has got us stuck where we are, and it's pissing me off. Wow, what a bunch of losers. No wonder they're called Jaeger dropouts. I'm sure they've still seen enough combat to be a problem, though. I only just realized, but they've got some real lookers with them, too. They say, eyeing the 16-year-old girl. Guess we'll get to have some fun after we show them who's boss. Ugh, this is so dumb. Time to take them down.
Let's see what you're made of. This'll hurt. It's over.
We're the guys who'll kick your ass. Yep. Not yet another group of Jaegers who think they can make it big because another big group is gone. When will the small fry learn? And these guys are so unimportant, they don't even know the Spriggan talk about being low.
Get ready.
Oh, I don't have enough CP. Shit, alright.
Going all in.
How I war with them!
Make it count.
With them!
There we go.
What?
Here's our chance.
We must not wake the sleeping cat, gentlemen.
I'll take care of them.
Get ready.
I'll crush them all at once.
Energy output at max. Activating skill.
Here goes.
Activating skill.
Blink and you'll miss it. Soar for me.
It's been a while since I used that.
Boost gauge limit broken.
But no.
Why?
Now that was just pathetic. Their threat level is closer to a D, or D-, it would seem. Damn it! I thought these guys were just a bunch of rookies. Ugh, fine, have it your way. Reinforcements coming in. Doggies? Of course they'd have military monsters at their beck and call. It's not going to be easy fighting off this many while defending her. Looks like the tables have turned, huh? It figures, though. These days, Calvard's full of wusses who are so used to peace they've forgotten how to fight. I bet Heiyue would just roll over, too. Maybe we should try getting ourselves hired by the new big boys in town. What? How can you suggest that? Do you even understand what you're saying?
Heiyue would just roll over, would they?
Huh? Wait. Again? What? What just happened?
Well, you aren't putting up much of a fight. Perhaps you ought to consider hanging up the Jaeger's uniform if you cannot act the part.
Those are Heiyue's Xiongshao. I've heard rumors, but never seen them in person. Their strength is supposed to be comparable to hers. Don't be scared. We still have the upper hand in numbers. Yeah, deploy all the military monsters.
So that you don't misunderstand, we are not the main threat you face here.
What? How?
That is a shame. Your prowess is sorely lacking.
Isn't that the guy we passed on the way to Long Mai? Oh, the one on the giant ETWS bike.
I must apologize. I see I overdid it some. Though I did restrain myself. That's a good boy. No trouble caused, no trouble faced.
Damn, I am starting to feel bad for them. Nah, they kind of brought it on themselves. Don't forget, they were eyeing a 16-year-old girl.
So then, what will the rest of you be doing?
Excuse us, sir. We're leaving now. Can't top real life for the best visual effects, huh? He sent both man and monster flying through the air.
I would expect no less from the famed lion. Your strength only seems to have grown since your active days.
I no longer go by that name, and I would very much appreciate you forgetting it. Thank you for leading me here, Elder.
Not at all. That wasn't the only reason I came here. And I'm sure, with circumstances as they are, that I am going to be relying on you significantly in the days to come.
I see.
It's good to see you all again. I hadn't expected we would meet so soon upon my arrival.
Ah, can't believe two old codgers rolled right up and hogged on the limelight. What are you even doing here?
Our course of action has been decided, you see. Heiyue's response to currently unfolding events.
So your preparations are complete then?
Indeed. The mists have cleared, and we have exactly the number of pieces that we require. Until the matter has been fully resolved, we will also be assuming control of the Blacklight District. That is in accordance with our agreement with this nation's supreme authority.
Then the president signed off on this? And what do you mean by the mists have cleared?
It's time you decided your next move. Though I would suggest you listen to what my friend here has to say before doing so.
His mustache is unusually long. It's almost as long as his hair. And from this camera angle, it almost looks like it's coming out of his nose. Damn, they don't call him Elder for nothing.
Farewell for now, Aaron. I will be in touch.
Hey! Man, didn't think he'd come all this way in person. Vaughn's probably still in Longport, but now I really want to know what the pieces he mentioned refer to. Are you alright, Van?
Yep. This is him, alright. This is how he's always been. He looks normal on the surface, yet everything he does is batshit crazy. Like wandering off with some stupid, dangerous object back when he was younger.
That certainly brings back memories. Yet I have discarded my past now, and I would ask that you discard it as well. My old greenhorn student, Van.
This is Van's former master? The one he said was like a father to him?
But wasn't he...
I've got more to say than there are stars in the sky. But let me start with this. Why are you still alive when you supposedly died 3 years ago?
Wait, what?
Master Barkhorn!
What? What? I did not see that coming. Bergard Zeman.
I am Bergard Zeman, though I was once known by another name.
No, I did not see this coming, Bonage. I straight up thought Barkhorn was dead, and this man was just someone else that happened to be Van's other teacher, when it came to martial arts specifically. Like, I thought he did learn from Barkhorn, but this person was someone different, you know? And, like, I also knew he had a different name, so straight up this whole time I thought, no, Barkhorn is someone else, he's dead, and the old man we're gonna get is someone else. Nope. Nope, they are one and the same. So, yeah, what the fuck happened? How is he not dead? Let me get some context here, please. God, too much memeing with friends made me type the wrong one. Also, just gonna admit this, like, Daybreak has not been shy about killing characters, so I'm sorry when I expected someone who was supposedly dead to actually have died. You know what? Never mind, actually. He died back in Cold Steel, so this doesn't count. This isn't a Daybreak death count. This is a Cold Steel moment here because he's just not dead. Even though you'd think he was because Cold Steel, right? Yeah.
I see you have brought quite a number of fledglings under your wing, Van. Very interesting.
So he's a former Dominion then. I imagine he's no longer the 8th Dominion because he passed it on to Gaius. Not as interesting as the dead man who's back from the grave. Mind sharing how you managed that?
That is a very long story. Another time, perhaps.
No! Entertain me with it now!
Hard to believe it's already been 5 years. Even harder to believe you're the same troublemaker I once knew. And that those same words of wisdom would come from your mouth, no less. I see you are living in accordance with your own principles.
Please. I didn't do anything. I just echoed the words of a much wiser man. Is my man being bashful? Never thought I'd see the day. It certainly is a rare sight. It's rather cute, to be honest. Oh, shove it. Well, you did do a good job putting Marie at ease. Yes, I think you helped her regain some of her old spirit.
I'm so sorry for all the trouble I caused you. I'm such an idiot. I just got tunnel vision and let myself get all carried away. Dingo always warned me about this. But look at me. I haven't learned a thing.
Marie.
Well, I ain't gonna tell you not to push the envelope. That's in a reporter's job description. Just make sure you don't forget what Dingo said. Think about what you can do and what you want to do. You'll find a clue on how to move forward in the gap between the two.
He used to tell me that a lot back when we first met. As long as you don't stop thinking, there's going to be a way to bridge that gap. You just got to find it. We're working on his last request right now. We won't be able to do it alone, but we're planning to make up for our shortcomings with help from others. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if that brought us to you before long. We'll need help from more than shady folks. So keep your head high, and let's all do the jobs we're best for. If nothing else, then to prove his words right.
Right. I don't know how much much of a contribution I'll be able to make, but I'll start being more mindful of my cans and wants, and I'll do it while finding a way to move forward.
Those words were quite touching, very befitting of you, and of Mr. Brad. Yeah, they resonated deeply with me as well. Thinking about the gap between what I can do and what I want to do is an interesting thought experiment, if nothing else. Can we please move on from this topic? Oh, yeah, I should let my employees introduce themselves. Agnes, you go first. Gladly. My name is... Wow, that's quite a history. Honestly, I had trouble keeping up with it all. So you were among the 12 knights who lead the church's Gralsritter? I've heard much about your various exploits, Roaring Lion. It's a famous name in a lot of circles, so it's not surprising.
Once again, that name is no longer mine. I would ask that you keep that in mind.
I loved that little shot we got. I should have taken a screenshot of it. Now we know why we passed you on the way to Long Lie. So you arranged our invitation there? And I'm guessing a few others played a part in that as well? Namely Professor Hamilton, Hei Yue's future elder, and the Crown Prince of Elsheim, the former President Rocksmith, am I correct?
Bullseye. I happen to be acquainted with all of them, including the Grand Prince of Elsheim and Elder Guillen.
Could always do it while you're uploading it to YouTube. True.
The former president was anxious to make your acquaintance, and I believe meeting him would prove to be beneficial for your future. Though it pains me that a well-intentioned invitation coincided with such a horrific tragedy.
Hey, it's not like you could have seen that one coming. Even if we hadn't been in Long Lie, we would have been powerless to stop it regardless. Yeah, the only one who could have foretold that would be the goddess herself. Anyway, I knew you'd gone off to the Empire after you finished training me 5 years ago. Then I heard you bit the dust during a border dispute in Nord. They said you laid down your life protecting one of your students. But here you are, alive and well. You cheated death and carried on living, just without your title and mark. Won't pry into what you've been doing all these years, but can you at least tell me why you never contacted me?
Before I answer, I should note that you were not the only one in the dark. I did not reach out to my other students either, and I never intended to do so. I wanted you all to walk your own paths, and I intended to leave my survival a secret, a trump card that I could pull out in the wake of a crisis.
Bah. Guessing you figured it was time to play that card then, to help us with this crisis.
Correct. I have news regarding the Mafia Almada and the assassins of the Gardens. Their whereabouts were discovered several hours ago.
What? Where?
Almada's leader and executives, as well as the Garden's overseers, have established a new base. And it is located in a city within this very country.
Of course.
What's more, that information has been passed around to all the major players in this nation.
Wait, all of them? Guess that means the army, the police, the guild, and all are all in the know. I assume Hei Yue and the other Jaeger Corps are also aware of this new base.
Yes. I imagine they are all preparing to take action at this very moment. This country's supreme authority is no exception. They have resolved to quell the unfolding chaos. And they will do so by any means necessary, even if that involves fighting one evil with another.
Oh. So that's what Gian was talking about earlier. I'm sure many Jaeger Corps will be all over this, my people included. Marduk HQ will likely be making their move as well. You can't be serious! All of these groups are going to flood the city at once? So where do you stand in all this, Master? By the sounds of it, these people are going to try to capture Almada alive, or go after their heads. Some might even be aiming to get their grubby little hands on one of those nuclear devices. That would be really bad. Granted, I don't know how likely that is. Just having one of these things would make you public enemy number one. It ain't a stretch, though. There's plenty of historical precedent for groups using artifacts as weapons. So, given the stakes, what are you planning to do?
As it stands, I am effectively dead. If the people of my former home decide to act, I will not join them, nor stand in their way. However, now that the gift of life has been bestowed upon me once more, I intend to honor it by supporting the youths whose futures are so bright. And also, to keep them safe from venomous fiends, like these unwanted guests of yours.
Uh-oh. What? Hey, we're busy in here. Afraid you'll have to come back another day.
That's so. What a shame. And after we came all this way to give you a job. And a little souvenir from your reporter friend.
Fine, get in here.
Knew that'd reel you in. Thanks, bud.
Do excuse us.
Why, hello. I recognize you two. It's the shady duo from that nightclub in Tharbad. I also met you back in Longlai.
Oh, you recognized me after all?
Nice to finally meet you all, ladies and gentlemen of Arkride Solutions. Oh, now there's a face I never thought I'd see again.
Oh, neither did I. Tell me, what's a dead man doing out of his coffin?
I was granted life once more, and I don't need to tell you the reason why, because you already know.
No need to give us the death glare, you old fossil. We've traded many friendly blows in the past, haven't we? Why don't we bury the hatchet? Let's be like the Jaegers. Embrace yesterday's foe as today's friend.
I'm afraid I'll have to decline. Had the Azure Abyss or the late Steel Maiden made the suggestion, I would have entertained the thought. Not for you, though. Never in a million years.
He's got your number, dear. No one will ever reconcile with you. And for that, you've no one to blame but yourself.
You're on thin ice. But your words are laced with the truth, venomous though they are.
I get it now. You're the guy the direwolf and Ren warned us about. Huh? You're part of Ouroboros, then? And one of their highest-ranking members at that. Oh. The fourth
The
Anguis.
name's Elroy Harwood. I'm the fourth Anguis.
I see.
But you can just call me the Oathbreaker. Everyone does.
Enforcer number 3.
I am Enforcer number 3. Lucrezia Isoli.
I know the numbers don't correlate to their strength. Because, I mean, except for McBurn. But, like, Louve being number 2 makes sense. She's directly behind Louve. Remind me, have we met Enforcer number 4 yet? I don't remember if we have. I don't know if we've met number 5 either. Number 6 was Luciola. Number 7, I don't remember. 8 was Valter. 9 was... I feel like we've met Enforcer number 9, but I can't remember. 10 was Bleu Blanc. 11, I... can't remember. I remember Joshua was 13 and Ren was 15. 12 I don't remember. 14 I don't think we've met yet. Oh, number 9 was Sharon. Right. I'm trying to remember. Because we didn't meet any new enforcers in Azure, did we? And like, Ouroboros was not even in 0. I could list the ones we don't. Go for it, because I'm trying to remember all of them. It's been a while since I've played Trails like that. I think Shirley was enforcer number 17, and Cedric is enforcer number 19. Them I remember, because it hasn't been that long since I was in Reverie. I'm trying to think who else that I might remember. So there's Campanella, McBurn, Louve, Lucrezia, and then I don't think we've ever met enforcer number 4 or 5. 6 is Luciola. 7 we've never met. 8 is Walter. 9 is Sharon. 10 is Blue Blanc. 11 I don't think we've met. 12 I don't think we've met. 13 is Joshua. 14 we haven't met, I think. 15 is Ren. 16 is we haven't met. 17 is Shirley. 18 we haven't met, and 19 is Cedric. We haven't met 20, 21, or 22 yet.
I'm delighted to make your acquaintance, Arkwright Solutions.
Hey, put that away. This is a smoke-free building.
Really now? Very well. I promise I won't smoke in here. Ooh, accidentally went and made an oath there. And I can't afford to keep those.
Dick.
I've got a reputation and a title to uphold, you see. Gotta break an oath or two from time to time.
So is this just a gag he does? Like...
From time to time. You break oaths and rules as easily as you breathe.
True.
Ugh.
Anyway, on to business. I want you to go on a little trip for me.
Are you for real? You're joking.
What? You're not up for it? Strange. I thought I heard you took work from anyone.
Yeah, if the work's reasonable and if I like you. And your likability is going up in smoke faster than the tobacco in that cigar. We don't know 4 the Emperor, 5 the Hierophant, 11 Justice, 12 the Hanged Man, 14 Temperance, 16 the Tower, 20 Judgment, and 21 the World. Oh, there is no enforcer number 22, is there? So 1, 2, and 3, or 0 is Campanella, 1 is McBurn, 2 is Louve, 3 is...
I am enforcer number 3, Lucrezia Isoli.
Yes, I just met her. It stops at 21 for now. Gotcha. So 3 is Lucrezia. 4 and 5 we don't know. 6, Luciola, the Bewitching Bell. 7. Let me try and remember. Who was enforcer number 7? I'm trying to run back in my memory as to when we met all of them in each game. Because I don't think we met any new enforcers in Azure. So I'm going through Cold Steel, and in my head I can't remember when they showed up. At least as far as Cold Steel 2. 3... We did have some, but I'm not remembering any that were like there. 7 is Simeon. Wait, what? Who the hell is Simeon? Who is that, and where are they from? I don't think we've met them. Or I haven't met him yet. I hope he's not from later in Daybreak. I'm not sure. Huh. It's okay. Because I don't recognize that name at all, so I'm pretty sure they're not from any of the games I've played thus far. Unless we're counting Nayuta, but I highly doubt that. I highly doubt anything of relevance is from that game. So, I'm willing to bet you're probably thinking of someone who comes in later in Daybreak 2. Probably. Which, like, given how easily these two just introduced themselves as Ouroboros, I think it's okay. When I see him, I'll know him. Anyway, not counting that. Walter is 8. Sharon is 9. 10. Blue Blanc. 11, we don't know. 12, we don't know. 13 is Joshua. 14, we don't know. 15 is Ren. 16, we don't know. 17 is... Oh, he's from Kai. Okay. Nah, that's fine. Then, okay, well, by the time we get to Trails Beyond the Horizon, I probably wouldn't even remember that you told me about him. So no worries. Okay, well, either way, that's kind of cool that we know who that is. So, and then 17 is Shirley. Wait, so who's Enforcer number 18? Cedric is 19, I believe, right? Oh, wait, no, Cedric is 18. Sorry. Because the sun is 18, the moon is 19. So who the hell is the moon? Who's an Enforcer after Cedric? Or is that also a Kai spoiler? If it's a Kai spoiler, don't tell me. I know you guys are after Almada. Hell, you probably know where they're at, too. But before we ask you where that is, I need to know why you've come to us.
You gotta be kidding me. Do I really gotta spell it out? It's 'cause you kids will make things way more fun.
Oh. Fun? How can you even say that? There's nothing fun about this whole ordeal. Don't waste your energy on this guy. He isn't someone you can appeal to with logic or reason.
The Society has already decided its course of action for this whole thing, and I'm leading the charge. Enforcer number 3 will be backing me up, and so will Enforcer number 8, who you already know so well. The goal's to round up the members of Almada and the Gardens, and murder every last one of them.
I like the way he said that. I see. And you ain't doing so in the name of justice, I'm guessing?
Nope. Had they kept to their little dog and pony shows, we wouldn't lay a finger on them. Honestly, I rather enjoyed kicking back and watching them wreak havoc. But they've become a threat to our plans now, and we can't have that. If those little bugs want to punch above their weight, then we'll crush them beneath our feet.
Though no doubt it will be easier said than done. They're both troublesome and insidious, and some rather formidable guests will be joining their party.
Right. You will have some fierce competition.
Everyone's got different aims here. Some want them brought to justice. Some want them dead and buried. Heiyue will surely be joining the fray, and I'll bet the Jaeger Corps will be after their bounty. I'm guessing Marduk HQ will be there too, yeah?
More than likely. The guild won't stand idly by either. Same goes for the Gralsritter. Artifacts are involved in this, after all. And I wouldn't be surprised if other forces from the church showed up as well.
All right. You got students in other parts of the church, not just the Gralsritter. Things are gonna get interesting then. Must be tough being a master. I don't envy you.
If that is what fate has in store, then I will follow it. You needn't concern yourself with me.
Regardless, that should serve as the basic overview of the situation. Almada and the Gardens will not be the only sources of mischief in that city. One wrong move and the whole affair could turn into an indiscriminate bloodbath. So someone ought to keep an eye on the little guys, don't you think?
In other words, civilians might get killed, and you aren't going to look after them. You guys are scum. Still, if Almada really does have another nuclear weapon in their possession, we have no choice but to get involved.
You can use whatever justification you want. I don't really care why you join, just so long as you do. Because if you don't, this whole thing will be a snooze cruise from start to finish. I need you kiddos to prevent this battle from being too one-sided.
The hell do you mean by that?
The Guild's the only one in this brawl that's going to be fighting for the common man. If we add you to the mix, however, it'll make for a more balanced blend. A recipe that's made for chaos. Oh, and should you happen to run into us, I'd like you to come at me knives out, and ready to cut me into a million little pieces.
Whoa, what the hell?
I'm very much into that sort of thing.
Whoa, what the hell? Huh, you are one masochistic bastard. Well, we've got our reasons for chasing Almada down, so I'm not opposed to doing this on the side. But first, I need to get one thing straight. I have a hunch you guys have some connection to either Almada or the Gardens. So spill it. What kind of relationship does Ouroboros have with them?
Huh. Well, it isn't a close one, if that's what you're wondering. We haven't exactly been keeping in touch as of late, but your hunch is on point. We do have a connection with the Gardens.
You see, the two of us were once part of the Order of the Moonlight Horse, an organization of assassins. 14 years ago, Ouroboros destroyed the Order, but they extended a hand to the two of us and brought us into the fold. Although they did not do the same for many of its other members, the society is a small group of elites, and they only accept the best and brightest. Fortune had not abandoned them, however. Shortly after, another villainous group was nearly wiped out in a major operation. My companion here herded the lost sheep of both groups and let them form their own flock.
Wait, you don't mean...
Huh. Has it already been 14 years? Time sure flies when you're having fun. And the Society has offered me a wealth of entertainment.
From the data available to Marduk, there is only one operation that matches her story. I really hope it ain't the one I'm thinking of. 14 years ago? Do we even know any operations that happened back then? This would have had to be something that was revealed back in Sky. Or, Crossbell. Please tell me the group y'all are talking about isn't...
It's exactly as you think. The DG Cult.
Oh, fuck no. "14 years ago, Ouroboros destroyed the Order, but they extended a hand to the two of us and brought us into the fold. Although they did not do the same for many of its other members. The Society is a small group of elites, and they only accept the best and brightest. Fortune had not abandoned them, however. Shortly after, another villainous group was nearly wiped out in a major operation. The one led by Cassius. I see. My companion here herded the lost sheep of both groups and let them form their own flock.
You know the ones. The devil worshippers that spread chaos across the Republic and the continent as a whole.
No way. I've heard about those fiends from Sao. And I've heard about them from my Grammy.
I brought the remnants of the Moonlight Horse and the DG Cult together and set them loose on the world. That's how the Gardens were created. They find seeds that are scattered by the wind and grow them into fresh assassins that are ripe for the picking.
Yikes. The Garden of Swords, the Garden of Thorns. What are the other two?
Had I left them alone, the founding members would have rotted away, and their budding talent would have died on the vine. But by mixing the leftovers of the cult and the order, I created a chemical reaction more potent than my wildest imagination could have conjured. I gave that one domino a little push, and look at all the tragedies and pain that befell the world.
How could you? So this is all your fault. I take back what I said earlier. You aren't just a masochistic bastard, you're also a sadistic monster.
Can't say you're wrong. My colleagues, like the Wellspring Alchemist and the Professor, never go far enough for my tastes.
Like Mariabelle Croyce and Professor, what the hell's his name, F. Novartis?
But that's humanity for you. No one's the same. We've all got our own desires that make us tick.
Yeah, and those things that make you tick just so happen to tick me off. I get what you want us to do, though. It also comes at the perfect time, given Dingo's last request. Van, I don't like the idea of getting involved with these shitheads, but you might be right. So this gathering will include Marduk, Heiyue, the Guild, and many other formidable groups. Loath as I am to admit it, we may require their aid if we are to force our way inside. Surely there's another way. Yeah, I do not want to help a pair of cold-blooded killers.
Oh, you do not need to think of it as helping us. You may instead think of it as entering a mutually beneficial relationship, where our goal is simply to use one another for our own ends.
I can take charge of laying the groundwork for the requests you'll get at the city. Those will keep you plenty busy. I'll even throw in a couple that'll give you a real thrill.
As long as you don't slip a trap or two in them.
My, they really don't trust you, do they?
Anyway, sounds like we have ourselves a deal. Oh, almost forgot the other reason I came to this little office. Here's that souvenir I mentioned earlier.
Are you sure it's safe?
If you're worried about radiation, don't be. The professor, our technical expert, looked into the matter, and he found no traces of it whatsoever. The three disciples are probably racking their brains about that mystery this very moment.
There's no radioactive contamination? But all of the theories we have suggest... No, wait, perhaps they don't apply because the bomb was detonated in a non-traditional manner. I'm so lost. Hang on a sec. You nabbed the camera before the authorities locked the scene down? Won't ask how you managed to get there ahead of the cops, because I heard the answer. You'd be leaving this room with a big old black eye. Because if I heard the answer...
Ooh, scary.
It's in our hands now, Dingo.
Guess we'll be off. We wouldn't want to overstay our welcome now, would we? I can hardly wait to see how you and those relics of yours will liven things up.
He knows about the Genesis. Haven't got a clue what you're on about. So you're gonna tell us where we're going or not?
Why don't you ask the defanged lion? I've done enough talking for one day.
Well then, have a lovely rest of your day.
Glad you were here, Master. I thought I would have been able to keep my cool otherwise. Nonsense. You would have handled things just fine on your own. You held your ground well against them. You've grown into a fearless leader in my absence. I think you're giving me too much credit. Alright, guys. I'm gonna ask that you all stay here. I'm going solo on this one. Huh? But why? Because it's too dangerous. This is their turf, and everyone there will be playing by their rules. There's no telling what'll happen there, and I can be a lot more flexible if I'm on my own. Oh, but I can make an exception for Master. I figure I'm gonna need his help at least. You figure right. That is precisely why I came in the first place. Don't get me wrong. I don't think of y'all as burden. This is just the best division of labor. I'll need you to gather info, be on point of contact for other groups, work with the guild, and... No one's listening. Hey!
You done flapping your gums yet? Good, because I stopped listening when I heard the words, "It's too dangerous."
I appreciate that you're worried about us. I really do. However...
We all have our reasons for wanting to go along with you. Mine is to ensure the nuclear devices can never again be used for malicious means.
Marduk considers this crisis to be a matter of grave concern, so it is only logical that I also accompany you.
You said it yourself. I'm not even a part-timer here to begin with, which means you can't order me around. I'm a phantom thief, so I'm gonna steal this show whether you like it or not.
She has a good point. Come on, you guys.
I haven't been stealing my nerves all this time for nothing. I'm not letting anything get between me and my sweet, sweet revenge. Even if you fire me, I'll just hitch a ride with Heiyue instead.
And I'd try to join up with the warriors of Kruga. I would really rather go with everyone here, though. I want to tackle this thing head on, the Spriggan way.
Naturally, I would like to accompany you as well. Not just because of the Genesis, though I'll admit that is a factor. More importantly, I feel this conflict is born from the source of Calvard's turmoil, the distortions in the everyday world I know and the underworld. If my feeling is correct, then I must see this through to its conclusion. I recognize this may be a harrowing experience for me, but even so, I am determined to confront the harsh realities that lie in wait. So take me with you, Van. Please.
Agnes.
Wow.
Somehow I knew it'd end up like this one way or another. Good. There was no way in hell Van was convincing anyone to stay behind. Also, side note, what the fuck is that camera made of? Like, it survived a nuke explosion at point-blank range. I want to think that it was kind of like a situation where the eye of the storm, like, the safest place was probably directly in front of it, because there was no, like, there was like a limited radius where there was no explosion directly, and then everything else outside of that radius and for a very long distance was like instantly vaporized. I don't know. I could be totally wrong, but that would be the only possible explanation I could think of for why that thing survived. Unlucky for you, though, the trouble isn't happening on a weekend or during a school trip. You're gonna have to play hooky.
I know, and I do feel guilty about it. Still, I have a plan in mind, so don't worry.
Starting to think I'm in a bad influence. I'll make sure you get paid in advance. That way you'll have the mirror for the bribes and hush money.
I wasn't planning on going that far.
Wow, Van's right. He really is a bad influence on you.
Okay then. Now that we've got all that squared away, mind sharing the location of the base?
Right. We need to know where they are so we can kick their sorry butts.
Very well then. The base of operations is located in the third largest city in the Republic, as well as its oldest. It is also the place where the terrorists of Calvard get much of their funding. The old city capital, Racian.
Oh. So not the place where their original base was, huh?
That is where they have set the stage for their carnival of chaos.
Nope, that is not how any kind of explosion works. Hell, it's worse to be closer to the sensor because of the shockwaves and stuff. Then I have no idea.
Truly well done.
There, God Zeman, I may have lost my life once, but that alone would never be enough to stop me.
Nice. Brigard has joined Arkride Solutions. So, was I supposed to get an S rank for perfect there, or is that, like, not a thing because we're not even close to the end of the chapter? Because, like, I don't know. I hope I didn't miss anything. And I'm just, like, 3 SP shy of upping a rank. That's not usually how it goes. It usually is like you just reached a rank whenever you hit a milestone, you know? So I'm just wondering if I missed something. Well, either way, if I did, it's a little too late to go back for it. I already saved over this. It didn't give me any rank. It was nothing, but to be fair, I've never gotten anything below an S. So I was just thinking, hey, it's probably just like... Okay, then I'm fine. Alright, then I won't really worry about it. Alright, Chapter 5 Capital Patrol finished. We're still in Chapter 5. Really is a shame we can't take Muriel with us. At least she's going there with the guild, better than traveling on her own. Yeah, sounds like they're planning to send a lot of people over to Arasion. Can't think of a better group for the job. Indeed, helping civilians is what they do best. Meanwhile, we're only gonna get to avenge that handsome reporter guy. Were you able to get the matter settled with your school, Agnes? Yes, I told them yesterday I would be absent for a few days due to a family emergency. They've always been very accommodating of my family situation, although I've never taken advantage of it like this. I don't think anyone can blame you given the circumstances. It's still a black mark on your spotless record, though. Miss Perfect's gonna turn into Miss Delinquent before we know it. Hello, Inuyasha. If it gave you a rank, be it a B or whatever, it would have mattered, but if it didn't, then it's fine. Then yeah, it didn't give me anything. So long as she doesn't sink to Van's level, she'll be fine. I am literally standing right here. You guys sure love to bicker, don't you? What of Miss Bright and your other friends? Have you informed them? Ren already knows. She's going to be helping the guild on this mission. She already left last night, so I expect to run into her in Arasion. Makes sense. Guessing she had to take some time off too, then? Yeah, she told the school she received an emergency request to return home for the Liberlian embassy. I didn't get a chance to fill in Odette and Albert on what's been happening, though. I'll make it a point to apologize to them when we get back. Sounds like a plan. Morning. Sorry you two had to get up so early on our account. We have to get the bistro ready for business anyway. Though tell me, why is the actress going with you? Oh, I'm going with them to assess the location for my next film. Yeah, that's it. I hope that goes well then. I was hoping Yume would be able to get up and see you off, but it was just too early for her. We'll buy her a souvenir or two while we're out, so tell her to look forward to them. Of course, I'll do just that. I'm almost scared to ask why you have to leave for Arasion of all places, especially at a time like this. But remember, I'm holding you to your promise about that souvenir. Take good care of your people, you troublemaking buffoon. And if you don't, if even one of them gets hurt, I'm doubling the rent on your office. Ouch! You aren't pulling your punches, are you? Well, I'll do what I can to keep them safe. We'll pick the best souvenir money can buy. It'll put a big smile on Yume's face, guaranteed. We have not known each other for very long, Mr. Zeman, but I can tell you're no ordinary traveler. Please, make sure my tenants come back safe and sound. Of course, that's what I'm here for. In return, why don't we go for another round of chess when I get back? And I would not be opposed to having more of that heavenly food of yours, too. Huh, nothing would make me happier, especially since our game last night ended in a draw.
Wait!
Albert? Odette? What are you two doing here?
Ren texted us. She said the two of you will be absent for the next 3 days. As soon as I got her message, I woke up Odette, and we called a cab and got here as fast as possible.
Most trains aren't running at this hour, so that was really our only option.
Now then, where exactly are you going this early, hmm? Off on another thrilling adventure with that scoundrel and his shady entourage? If you keep throwing yourself into danger, one day you'll wind up getting hurt. Or worse.
Can we just slap this dude and move on with our day? Like, there is no reason we should be listening to any of his shit.
No! You don't have to do anything. I don't want to lose you. I mean, look at what happened to Cray. I know you put a lot of pressure on yourself because of your family. But if that's your only reason, if you're just risking your life for your dad's sake, then I won't let you go.
Yes.
You're certainly up bright and early. About to depart, I take it?
Kincaid. What? Him? That's the guy who's always on the city screens.
Dad.
One must always be responsible when making critical decisions, and be acutely aware of their potential repercussions. I pray you took that into careful consideration when making yours, Agnes.
Of course I did. I am my father's daughter, after all. I fully intend to seize every opportunity to broaden my horizons and learn from my collective experiences. As much as it pains me to admit, I can't promise that I'll return safe and sound. But I can promise that I'll spare no effort to do so. The last thing I want is to sadden you and the friends I love so dearly.
Agnes.
Very well. Make the most of your connections while you're away. The CID is at your beck and call. There are many truths that lie dormant in the gap between ideals and reality. You would do well to seek them out. I will cover for you with regards to your absence from Aramis. You have 3 days, no more, no less. If you exceed that, I will send in the army. That is as far as I'm willing to compromise.
That's more than enough. Thank you, Dad.
I entrust my daughter into your care, Arkwright. You would do well to utilize her services to the fullest. I see you've gathered a retinue of assistants and associates. I am depending on you all to keep her safe from harm.
No need to worry, Mr. Prez. Your girl's in good hands. We may skirt the rules of society from time to time, but we ain't about to break any labor laws.
I too will do all I can to ensure the safety of everyone here.
You have my thanks.
I will give you a call once you reach the city. I shall leave a certain other woman in your capable hands as well.
Elaine.
Always finds a way to saddle me with busy work. Anyway, that president is sure something. Definitely has the looks for the part. But he sure doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. The guy clearly cares about you, but he just won't come out and say it.
Well, he is a politician at heart. Evading direct answers is what they're good at.
Damn, I would suck as a politician.
Ah, darn it. I had so many arguments prepared, but now they've been blown out of the water. Just come back to me safely, all right?
Will do.
If anything does happen, just give us a ring, and we'll be there before you know it. Until then, please look after our friend.
Of course!
Yeah, you got it.
Van might break laws like theft and stalking at times, but how even he won't dare to break labor laws, even though Agnes forced him. I'm really sorry for keeping this from you all. Your relation to Professor Epstein was plenty surprising as is. I never imagined your father was a huge celebrity too. It was real obvious you were hiding something, but damn, that's a hell of a bombshell. No kidding. I'm still processing everything. I get what you mean. I assume the decision to conceal your surname was made by the government? That's correct. It was part of a program designed to protect confidential state secrets. Claudel was my mother's last name. My real name is... You don't gotta spell it out. Had a hunch you borrowed it from your mom's side, though. Oh, really? It's been 4 years since my mother died now. Before that, even though my father was a politician in the opposition party, he's always just Dad to me. But after Mom died, and especially after he announced his candidacy 2 years ago, we've been drifting further and further apart. That was followed by the surprise election result that I'm sure you all know about. After that, I enrolled at RMS under my mother's surname. I wasn't expecting my childhood friends, Odette and Albert, to be there too, though. Dad's remained distant ever since. I suppose that's what led me to becoming so invested in the diaries Mom left behind. Which eventually brought me to Van to find the first Genesis. I think you all know the rest of the story from there. Both my mother and grandmother are still around, so I can't relate to that part of your story. But I can certainly understand being attached to your family's legacy. Yes, we seem to be much the same in that respect. Just so you know, I don't discriminate, so who your parents are ain't a problem for me. But so long as I'm paying you, I'm gonna be working you hard. I don't need your pops telling me to do that. Of course. I've got your back, Agnes. Man, how do we end up being such a gossip of a group of weirdos? Myself included, I guess. The old man here's got something that draws in people like us. He's not wrong. You know, I can see you all making faces in the rearview mirror like I'm some kind of trouble magnet, alright? Especially you, Judith. You don't even work for me. Actually, I've made arrangements to pay her commensurate with the services she provides. Say what? I insisted on working for free, but she wouldn't take no for an answer. Oh, come on, Rosette. She's already rolling in cash from all her acting work. That mirror was gonna go towards a new body kit for the car. Van. I swear, this dude only cares about 3 C's. Cars, confections, and communal baths. If I ever end up like him, please smack me upside the head. I think you may need to start keeping him on a shorter leash, Agnes. I'll consider it. The city we are headed to was the capital of Calvard before the revolution 100 years ago. It has a population of around 280,000 people, making it the 3rd most populous city in the Republic. That's a lot fewer people than the capital's 800,000 and Longport's 550,000. But man, oh man, this bike you got here is pure fire. I can't wipe the grin off my face. I'm glad you are enjoying it, but do ride with care. Bah, didn't get half that reaction when he was driving my girl. I guess even obsessing over something has its downs, huh? I think your truck is nice and comfy, if that helps. Now, we know that many other groups are also making their way to our destination. I am aware of Heiyue and several Jaeger Corps, as well as the Gralsritter and the Papal Guard's secret unit. You were in the Gralsritter, if I recall right? Yeah, it's an elite force affiliated with the Congregation for the Sacraments that primarily exists to recover artifacts. And then we have the Papal Guard, the Holy City of Arteria's peacekeeping force. So they have a special unit of sorts too? I'm no expert on them myself. Can you tell us a bit about them? Certainly. As you may be aware, the Gralsritter is a relatively small organization comprised of around 1,000 people. The Papal Guard is a force 30,000 strong that answers directly to the Congregation for Divine Worship. It took part in the war against the Empire. The relationship between the two congregations was stained even before that, but it became more so after the war. Oh, oh, dang it. I can't take a screenshot now. Well, I guess I can. Whatever. So here we go. So Vazi, Thomas, Kevin, the two that we've just met, Ein Selnate, Gaius, and Barkhorn, all in one shot. And they're the only ones that we've met, too. So, Wazi's the 9th Dominion, Thomas the 2nd, Kevin the 5th. We don't know anything about our two mystery friends yet. Ein is the 1st, Gaius is now the 8th, and Barkhorn is no longer a Dominion. Huh. The fajita waiting room has extended a bit past 30 minutes. You know, I really should call my parents and ask what's up with that. I was intending to stop after the next batch of cutscenes and whenever we make it to the next city anyway. I've just kind of been waiting and hoping that it ends soon so I can go get my fajitas. I won't lie, I am hungry. But anyway, this is a really nice screenshot of all of them. I'm very curious about our two new friends here. Still, while the Papal Guard may have the upper hand... Oh, excuse me. The Gralsritter has significant advantages that the Guard does not. Chief among them are the Dominions, the 12 knights that lead the organization, one of whom I used to be. Their power and the power of the unique abilities they wield is overwhelming. Oh, they're both Dominions? Oh, I did not see that coming. I thought for sure the guy was a Dominion and the girl was his squire. You know, like Kevin and Reese. I see. So the girl's Dominion number 4 and the guy's Dominion number 11. Interesting. No wonder they're both full of themselves. Well, okay. So they don't have any knights serving them. So what? That's Dominion 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 9, and 11. So what? They're missing Dominion 3, 6, 7, and 12. You'll see them more in 2. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. You encountered the 4th and 11th. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. So that was not a spoiler whatsoever at all. That I was literally about to find them. Like, I was literally about to find that out. Okay, we're good. Sweet. No spoilers at all. That was like a 2-second reveal. You encountered the 4th and 11th among them in the Blacklight District some time ago. Their strength, too, is incredible. Incredible enough to match that pair from the society we met yesterday. I'll let the girl, and I am neutral on the guy. We'll see. I'll see how I feel the more I get to know them. Oh, finally getting a call. Hold on. Hey Gario, you said it at the right time. The fajita waiting room has come to fruition. So as soon as the next batch of cutscenes finishes, I can go get my fajitas. That red-haired woman seems so adorable to me. That weapon she had wasn't so adorable, though. Thank you for summoning the fajitas, Gario. I am starving. Gotta have some bite to stand up against the direwolf. Most people be scared out of their mind. I thought they said it when you... Oh, no, they would never tell Van anything. So, wait. Then the other hooded guy who was down there that day... He is Iscariot's second in command, Iscariot being the Papal Guard's secret unit I mentioned earlier. His name is Ashlod. He does not have any extraordinary abilities like a Dominion, but he is still a veteran in combat. He learned how to wield a battle mace from me personally, so in a sense, he is another student of mine. Huh. With the Papal Guard being so big, I'm sure even their secret unit's pretty sizable, huh? And the Oathbreaker is probably right that everyone taking part in this has their own schemes in mind, them included. Likely so. If I were to speculate, I would say that the Gralsritter aims to take Almada into custody and recover their artifacts. As for Iscariot, I believe they seek to destroy the artifacts or intercept their recovery, as well as execute all of Almada's members, who have no doubt long been branded as heretics. Execute? So their job's to take out the traitors and criminals? Sounds kind of like Heiyue's Xiongxiao. I didn't think there were people like that in the church. The church's situation sounds complicated enough, and they're just a small portion of the groups we'll be facing. Once we arrive, our first goal should be assessing the situation on the ground, I suppose. I expect to hear what headquarters plans to do soon as well. I'll know for sure if there are any Jaegers or warriors in the city once we get there. Judging by how many people are going to be gathering there, I wouldn't be surprised if Abi and the rest of our people came. We'll have to see what we can learn from the guild and the CID too. As soon as we finish contacting everyone and learning all we can, we get right to work. Sounds like we're about to get real busy. Horacion. Damn, that was a 6-hour drive? Calvert is huge.
We finally made it to Horacion. It's easy to tell that it's a city with a storied history just by looking at these buildings. I believe I heard the oldest cathedral in all of Calvert can be found in the eastern part of the city.
This place reminds me a lot of Berea Hard.
You heard right. I filmed there a few times myself. That place is always swarming with tourists.
Oh, isn't there like a super huge castle here too? There is a palace, yes, though it was left in ruins during the revolution. It's called Vashtar Palace, and it was once the center of the old Calvard Kingdom.
Bet that's a decently popular tourist spot too. Wait, what's that?
That thing's called an orbital tram. It'll take you anywhere in Horacion. They're good for scenic drives, but they ain't exactly built for speed. I'd only hop on one when you've got time to kill.
Darn, there goes that plan.
We can ride one the next time we visit.
I've come here a few times for work before, but I never thought I'd return under these circumstances.
I've taken the liberty to reserve 2 rooms for us at a nearby hotel.
Awesome. You're a lifesaver, Master. It's not always easy to book rooms on such short notice.
So the Mafia's new base is somewhere in this city.
We'll dig those cowards out of whatever hole they're hiding in. Let's drop by the local branch first, though. We should get our ducks in a row and secure manpower before making a move.
Good thinking. Better to act with caution than with reckless abandon. While we're there, we should take the time to speak with the survivor. We may learn a thing or two from them.
There was one survivor?
Hopefully so.
Oh, yeah. Your folks are here, aren't they, Elaine? Are you planning to pay them a visit?
No. I'm only interested in handling the task at hand. And I believe our temporary collaborator shares my sentiment.
Ren.
Indeed. I will assist you all to the best of my ability.
Heiyue.
I've just confirmed that the top dogs of the guild and our young friends have entered the scene. We are still in the process of gathering intelligence on the enemy, but once our analysis is complete, I will be counting on you to do your part, Yin.
Hello, Rishia.
Naturally. Just so we are clear, though, I'm not a part of Heiyue, and I'm not doing this for you.
Also, Jesus Christ, Rishia. Like, oh my God, they really did not let up. Man, dude, like, even compared to some of the others we've had to see, like, sheesh.
However, I agree that we must do something about that weapon. It's a threat not only to the people of Calvert, but to the rest of the world as well. And I will do everything within my power to protect both my former home and my new one.
Oh, damn. Guess the so-called strongest guy who ever lived is joining the fun.
Indeed. And it appears our friends from our very own Shadow Legion are here as well.
I swear they just keep getting bigger. I agree. Oh, why, hello
There are a
there,
lot of
Shiva.
powerful players here. We've got the Mafia, the Gardens, and all these other random groups. We have our work cut out for us, don't we?
On the contrary, I believe we could have this whole ordeal settled by the end of the day. But I assume you wish to use this rare opportunity to determine what direction this continent is headed.
Yep. Plus, I'll bet there's gonna be a lot of fun surprises by the end. So we should let this show run its course.
Damn, they are that strong?
Can't say I'm thrilled about having another run-in with that freak from the Gardens. But I'm still psyched as hell for this thing. That Dante's guy sure knows how to throw a party.
Well, good host or no, that man is a veritable monster. He's almost as bad as our friend in the silly blue coat.
Hey now, I resent that. I'll have you know I'm a model gentleman.
I highly doubt that.
One thing's for certain, though. This is going to be a festival to remember.
Damn, the air around the city is toxic as hell. You aren't wrong. There are powerful foes all around us. I can feel it. Really? But the town seems so peaceful to me. There were a lot of tourists around as well. And that in and of itself is concerning given what happened to Cray. From what I heard, the state of emergency lifted after one day here. Anyway, we should call up the CID.
I see you have arrived safely in the city. You were nearly on time as well. I'm impressed.
How do you... Did you set up hidden cameras in here? Never mind. What's the sitch, Renee?
We're still ascertaining the names and numbers of the enemy, but I have learned which organizations are there at present.
Why don't you share with the rest of the class then? We're all ears.
First, the Bracer Guild's Edith branch turned up shortly after you, and they were joined by some capable bracers from elsewhere. Then we confirmed the arrival of Heiyuei's White Orchid Dragon and Yin, and they likely have a large number of Shangsho accompanying them. A few Jaeger Corps have joined the fray as well, the warriors of Kruga and Eisenshield included. The church sent 2 members of the Grossritter, as well as elite members of Iscariot. Ikaruga and Marduk were also dispatched to Erasion by their clients. Oh, and your clients are there too. They are likely lurking in the shadows as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I have. I shall leave the rest in your capable hands. I must turn my attention to the mountain of tasks that await me.
Ugh, just hearing him fire off those big names one by one was enough to make me nauseous. And those were just the highlights. There's still the Needhog Corps and the Scorpions, which is a hot and established corps from the Central East. The Dollar family's here too. They're the third largest mafia in all of Calvard. Then there's the Stillwater Fleet and Zecht Arms. One of them is a group of sea Jaegers and the other's a new weapons manufacturer. What criminal organization isn't in Aracion at this point? You got me there. Can't say I've heard of the last few names though. But we're all too familiar with Ikaruga. I'll bet anything that white-haired girl is leading the charge. And I'm all but certain that Marduk sent the elite unit led by Mr. Al-Fayed. I sensed him earlier, so I'd say you're right on the money, and I know for a fact that my people and Ida's Corps are here too. And the Republican Army is making their move in secret. Just what is Almada plotting? Didn't you say that they leaked their current location themselves? I did. They invited us all to this place, knowing full well that they were painting a target on their backs in the process. They must be lying in wait as we speak. I imagine we will hear from them soon enough. And then this carnival of theirs will truly begin. Oh, right. The guy in the armor asked me to take part in the carnival. Is that what this whole thing's about? Yeah, I'd bet money on it. Oh. Why is it going off now? That can only mean... Everyone's Zyphas are ringing all at once? No caller ID. I'm gonna answer it. Fuck, now I just want someone to edit this scene where he just continues with all the people that is listed the Ultimate Showdown song.
Greetings, my friends. I thank you all for taking time out of your very busy schedules to come here today. My name is Gerard Dantes. I am the head of Almada, as well as the man you seek to destroy.
Not beating around the bush, is he?
I am thrilled to announce that every one of our invitees are in attendance. No doubt you all were brought here under different circumstances, but your end goals are the same. To lead us off in chains, or lead us to an early grave. We thought about simply settling this with an all-out war, but the collateral damage would no doubt be immense. And we would never involve innocent civilians in our bloodshed. At least not without an explicit purpose.
This says the man who blew up Cray.
So we went back to the drawing board, and we found a far more elegant solution. We decided to host a game. One that would make clever use of the sprawling labyrinth of underground ruins just below this city. The concept is quite simple. We will have you all engage in a fierce competition where you will proceed to slaughter one another like rabid animals. These ruins have existed since the days when this country was a kingdom and when this city was its capital.
I don't like the way Melchior is kneeling at his side like that, a little seductively. The way he's looking at me like that. I'm not a fan of that.
They shall serve as the arena for our game. Once you have bathed in the blood of your peers, you will earn the right to challenge one of my pawns. Should you take all of my pieces, the last team standing will have the opportunity to checkmate me here in Vashtar Palace. That is the long and short of it.
He wants us to duke it out on a battle royale? They must be sick in the head if they think we'll play along with this insanity.
I should mention that participation is compulsory, so I would not skip out on this if I were you.
Can someone define the word compulsory for me?
That is, if you value your own lives, as well as those of the 280,000 innocents in this city.
That's a nuclear weapon. Just like the one that destroyed Cray. They had another one of those damn things after all. That must be the last of Professor Callaghan's incomplete prototypes.
I trust that an explanation of this device's capabilities is unnecessary. This game has a number of rules that govern participation, the evacuation of civilians, and other such matters. Should anyone break the rules, the device will instantly detonate, sending everyone straight to the afterlife, whether that be heaven or Gehenna.
AKA mandatory. Gotcha.
Rule violations will be assessed on a case-by-case basis by an impartial surveillance system, which is run by this relic.
The 6th Genesis. Speaking of, we're close to the finale of this game and we don't have all 8 Genesis. A little concerned about that. Wonder what's really going to be happening about the last 3, you know? Well, this is one of them, but there's still 2 more. That was, let me just say, I was more than a little surprised that we didn't get the 6th Genesis when Judith joined us, or the 7th when Burgard joined us, you know? We knew it would be involved in some manner.
The device's judgment is absolute. Do not think you can pull the wool over its all-seeing eye. Should you wish to face me in battle, you must eliminate the other teams and conquer the game. It really is that simple. I do hope you will enjoy this carnival that we have dutifully prepared. I know that I will. Ah, and there's the noon bell. The game's first round will begin exactly 2 hours from now. Each team has been assigned an entrance to the labyrinth. We will send each of you a map with their locations momentarily. Once you arrive, you will need to search for a key card that we hid near your respective entrances. And that about covers our overview. I look forward to seeing who I will fight at the end of these thrilling 3 days.
These must be the rules of the game and the map to the underground. Let's have a look at them right away. One, the game begins at noon today and ends at 11:59 p.m. on November 22nd. At exactly midnight, Armada will leave the area and detonate the bomb. None of the participating players may enter or leave Arasion, nor can they call on reinforcements from the outside. 3. Any attempt to leak information on the game to the press or to the people of Arasion will result in immediate detonation. Do not attack Vashtar Palace from the outside or attempt to infiltrate it by any means other than through the established game area. 5. At the end of each round, a new underground area will be unlocked with a boss assigned to each. The last remaining team can enter the palace. This can't be happening. Unfortunately, it is happening. We really are being forced to participate in a battle royale. With the Genesis watching over us, we will have to comply and abide by these rules as well. Right, if it catches us breaking any one of them, the whole city will be destroyed. Our options are limited with the entirety of Arasion's populace being held hostage. Hey, wait a second, if a bomb detonates early, they'll get caught up in the blast too, won't they? No, these guys can teleport to safety whenever they want, though even if they couldn't, I doubt they'd do this any differently. These guys are utterly insane. So this is how they plan to exploit the fruits of Professor Callaghan's labor. How utterly abhorrent. I can't say I'm happy about how they're abusing the Genesis either. There are less than 2 hours until this first round begins. We have little time to waste. What should our next move be, Van? I say we get out in the field right away. We can't afford to just sit on our hands, not with what's at stake here. Eventually, we'll need to make our way over to the entrance and grab our key card. But first, I think we should walk around the South District. It'll help us get our bearings. And while we're out in the area, we can visit the guild branch there too. If these are all the rules, I might have an idea. Alright, with that long batch of cutscenes gone, or done, said and done for now, I have some food waiting for me. So, thanks again for chilling with me, guys. I know it's not as long a stream as my usuals, but I was only intending to stream as long as it took for my food to get ready, and, well, what do you know, it just happened to take almost 2.5 hours. So, here we are. But yeah, I don't know if I will stream tomorrow. I do have the day off, but admittedly, working for 8 days straight leaves a guy pretty tired. So I might need a little more time to R&R than that. We'll see. But if I do stream, I hope I'll catch you guys there. And if not, then soon enough. You have my word. But yeah, you guys take care, okay? Have a great rest of your night, everybody. And I'll see you in the next one. Later. Me too, Ash. The Twitch notifications thing really blows. But yeah, hopefully it actually works. Anyway, see ya.